We're sharing the ultimate 3-day itinerary in Atlantic City, New Jersey. This resort destination, just a 2-hour drive from New York, has it all. Casinos, restaurants, attractions for all ages, and nightlife. We'll be showing you a little bit of everything. Plan your trip with us. Here we go.
We're staying at the Borgata Hotel Casino and Spa, which is just one of the 9 incredible casino resort properties in Atlantic City. This is the largest hotel in New Jersey with nearly 3,000 rooms and 43 stories. On top of casinos and restaurants, they have a gorgeous pool area. This is one of the best bases you could ask for visiting Atlantic City. We've got something special in store, staying at the MGM Tower, the premier luxury resort experience. And this is one of their Vista suites with panoramic water views. This is just inviting you to sit down and relax and get a feel for what Atlantic City is, because when you look outside the window at those views, it's really breathtaking. We have more bathrooms in this suite than we have in my apartment in Brooklyn. Got a half bath here, and the master bathroom, double sink, really nice shower. We have a separate sleep area with really nice king-size bed, and I always have to just, it feels pretty good. Oh, it feels nice. Definitely approve that. 2 TVs, and just in case you didn't get enough views from the living room, the bedroom has equally nice views. Plenty of closet space, and most importantly, for someone like me, who's always working, a separate desk area. Very, very nice. Built in 1870, the Atlantic City Boardwalk stretches 5 miles and is one of the premier attractions. If you want those Jersey Shore vibes, just steps from the casinos, start here. Steel Pier, founded in 1898, is Atlantic City's oldest theme park. This is what you come here for. 1 wins.
1 gets you small, 3 gets you medium. Okay, let's say that was your practice shot.
All right, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
There you go, there's 1.
All right.
Winner! Okay.
Well, I'll do the koala. Little prize for the kids, my son. This is perfect for families, of course. You got all the games here. You have a Ferris wheel. And then you have some of the crazier stuff if you're feeling adventurous, which I just happen to not be feeling right now. Steps from the Atlantic City Boardwalk is our lunch spot, Cardinal. This is a contemporary American restaurant which focuses on responsibly sourced ingredients from New Jersey, and as a native of the Garden State, that's something I can definitely get behind.
I am Michael Brennan, executive chef, owner of Cardinal Restaurant.
And what's the concept behind Cardinal? What makes it unique?
So Cardinal is a new American restaurant. We like to source fresh, seasonal, local ingredients. People come here, we want them to feel like they're having a genuine and elevated dining experience. I grew up in a Philadelphia, New York, Charleston, Chicago dining scene. Atlantic City at the time was lacking similar restaurants that you could find in these different metropolitan areas. Coming down here, we tried to do more innovative things, taking classical French style methods and turning that into something new and exciting.
Do the $20 lunch special, the fried Brussels sprouts, and the goat and mushroom grilled cheese, please. Thank you. I love the little cream at the bottom. They're doing some things here with Brussels sprouts I didn't know you could do. It's got a little Asian flair to it too. A little bit of sesame. Thank you. Every time I order a grilled cheese, I'm expecting that middle school cafeteria version, but not this here. I am so impressed with how this looks. Sourdough bread, spinach, goat cheese on top of a ton of mushrooms. It's just calling out to me. I've never had a grilled cheese with goat cheese before. Taking grilled cheese to the next level. And that's what I love about Cardinal. Rainy today, but on the outside you can enjoy their huge patio. If you want something a little bit higher end than just boardwalk food, walk here, enjoy yourself. As a New Yorker, there's nothing I like more than a classic steakhouse. And the old Homestead is one of the country's oldest steakhouses. It's been in the Big Apple since 1868. This is the 2nd location in Atlantic City, and I'm hungry. And look at that line even before they open. People love this spot. I'm loving these vibes already. My kind of place. Let's do one of the heavy cut bacons, a meatball. From the raw bar, can we get 2 jumbo shrimps? Thank you. Cool thing here is you get 2 waiters at every table. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, but I like it. That's 1 meatball. Thank you so much. They said everything here is bigger. It's like being in Texas. They cut your bacon for you. And this heavy cut bacon has Vermont maple syrup and diced up Parmigiano Reggiano cheese on top. little sweet, little savory, practically melted in my mouth. That's an appetizer right there. You know in Jersey they're gonna do meatballs well. That would make a lethal meatball hero on the boardwalk. But we're not on the boardwalk, we're in the Borgata. And lastly, little jumbo shrimp. Appetizer game on point here. I'm gonna go for it. I want the Gotham rib steak, lobster mac and cheese, and then let's do the cream of spinach. The waiters are like your teammates here. They slice up the steak for you. Humongous ribeye, my mouth absolutely watering. You already know. I mean, you can just see that attention to detail, nice and juicy. This is a 5-star experience. I don't know if I've ever seen waiters as attentive as I have here. And the food matches up. When I see lobster mac and cheese on a menu, I tend to order it. Look how much lobster's in here. If you want that classic steakhouse vibe, they're doing it so well here at Old Homestead, right inside the Borgata too. You don't even have to leave. This is what it's all about in Atlantic City. You have an amazing dinner and then a nightcap at one of the lobby bars, and every casino resort property has one. This is Borgata's Long Bar. Can you think of a better breakfast in Atlantic City than right on the waterfront? Gilchrist has been around since 1946 and is a staple for both locals and tourists. You normally don't think of breakfast with a view, but Gilchrist is an exception. This menu is really impressive. $6.95 for their hot cake stack. I definitely want to try the famous hot cakes, the short stack. Awesome, thank you so much. My favorite part, any pancake breakfast. When I go somewhere for the first time, I always want to get what their signature is, what they're most well known for. Here it is short stack. Look at those blueberries, huh? I like their slogan outside, love at first bite. That's pretty much what it is here. I'm not usually someone that orders pancakes very often, but you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't try these hotcakes. Got your little seaside vibes here. Perfect way to start your day. If you're traveling with a family, then going to Showboat Resort and checking out Island Water Park is a must. It's the world's largest indoor beachfront water park. This place is such a vibe. It's like a tropical rainforest. The most important thing about this is we are completely indoors. This is a year-round activity. Heck, if it's a rainy day, even better idea to come to the water park. We have 11 water slides. They have the crazy ones that go outside. They have these ones which aren't too bad, and they even have ones for kids too. A lazy river, and so much more. It feels like I'm on the deck of a cruise ship. This is amazing. Now, remember how I said this is perfect for the kiddos? Well, there is an adults-only area, 21 plus. You can rent your own cabana, get your own waiter, even have a private pool right here. So you do not have to be a kid. You can just be a kid at heart, still show up, and have fun in this area if you don't want anything to do with the water slides. And a friendly reminder, unless you rent the treehouse or one of the cabanas here, you need to bring your own towel. Very important. We're also going to show you Lucky Snake's Raceway, home to the East Coast's largest arcade and a huge go-kart track.
I barely ever drive in New York. I have a license and I don't use it. See if I remember how to drive. Of course you lap me. This is fun. I can see why kids would love this. Right.
I think I should stick to the go-karts. I'm just as bad at this as real bowling. But yeah, this arcade is incredible. Largest on the East Coast. If you have kids, this is definitely your spot in Atlantic City. Everyone knows about the cocktails and fancy drinks you can get in Atlantic City, but Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall has hundreds of craft beers, steps from the boardwalk, and plenty to eat as well.
My name is Sarah Colazzo, and I am the Director of Marketing for Tennessee Avenue.
For someone like me who has not visited Atlantic City in many, many years, what are some of the changes that you think would surprise me?
There's been a huge focus throughout the entire city that we're more than just an overnight stay. Even the casinos are focusing more on really making it an experience rather than just, you know, something you're gonna come down for the weekend and then never come back.
And what's going on around here with the Orange Loop? Is it based off something with Monopoly?
It is. So we are Tennessee Avenue, which is where we are right now. New York Avenue and St. James are all of the orange squares. So we coined ourselves as the Orange Loop, and we were part of the revitalization of the city. So we have Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall, Chucktown Barbecue, Cuzzy's Pizzeria and Kitchen, Rhythm and Spirits, and Bar 32 chocolate. I feel like I'm naming all my children.
Tell us more about Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall. I mean, I love this beer here. You have so many great choices.
Yeah, we have the most extensive beer list in South Jersey. We have 40 beers on tap, over 100 cans and bottles, and we have an award-winning gastropub menu. We have all of these murals, and then there's murals all up and down the block. All of the murals have some kind of Monopoly reference in it.
Any bar or restaurant with Mortal Kombat is a win in my book. I have to say, I love the creative bar food here, especially the pretzels, loaded fries, even the simplicity of this burger. The American Beauty, American cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle. It is a nice looking burger. Exactly what I would pair with some craft beer, and it's got, oh, 2 patties. It's tough to go wrong with a classic burger and beer. I really like what they have going on here at Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall. What a day. We got the whole Jitney to ourselves here. We're gonna take a little driving tour of the Orange Loop on the Jitney, which is the most iconic way to get around Atlantic City. And these stop at every casino. This is way cheaper than an Uber. And they run 24/7, okay? Whenever you need one, pick it up at the stops. Usually won't have to wait more than 5 to 10 minutes. Our first stop is the Seed, a living beer project. If I had to draw up how I would want my own brewery, I think it would look something like this. This place has a lot of character.
My name is Chris Howells, brewer here at the Seed. We have a husband and wife ownership, Sean and Amanda. They were ready to turn the brand a Seed into a brick and mortar, and they decided to bring me on to brew their beer, and be 4 years this October, which is pretty nuts.
What makes Seed different than other breweries?
Our outlook on an old world mentality and a little bit of a new age brewing style mashed together, but also using as much New Jersey ingredients as possible. Makes our project really special. Cheers.
A Simply Summer. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, welcome.
This beer's so good.
Thank you.
Love summer ale.
So this is our barrel program. Each one has a name of a loved one, a pet, favorite sports star, just to give it energy, give it vibration, you know. Just, and obviously in the logbook we know what we're pulling from.
Yeah. Much different than like typical beer that I have.
Yes, it's tart. Some of these bottom barrels that are still maturing or figuring themselves out are over 3 years old, all the way to, you know, a few months, 9 months, about a year, and then as early as this past June.
Now we're going on a self-guided mural tour, and you can see all of these murals on this map linked right here, but there's over 70 murals in Atlantic City. Very artistic town. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. How can you take a trip to Atlantic City and not enjoy some seafood? Doc's Oyster House is a family-owned seafood and steakhouse open since 1897. That says it all for me. This place is packed. It is an institution in Atlantic City with tourists and locals. And Anthony Bourdain even ate here on an episode of Parts Unknown. I was super excited to come here. Beautiful. Thank you. This is a big one, look at that. Tastes like it came straight out of the Atlantic. Maybe the best oyster I've ever had. What an appetizer. I'd like to do the lobster tail and then add the 6-ounce filet mignon. Oh yeah, thank you. That's a work of art right there. I just want to enjoy looking at this before I eat it. We've got the crab meat on top of lobster tail with a little filet mignon on the side. The ultimate surf and turf. How delicate that crab meat is on top. Now I need to try some of that lobster. This is my classic spots, like Doc's, just never go out of style. They keep doing what they're doing so well after all these years. And it checks so many boxes too. Special occasion, a lot of families are here as well. Date night, anything, come here. So if you need a post-dinner idea, perfect for a date or group of friends, Spiegelworld's The Hook Show inside Caesars Atlantic City has gotten rave reviews, and I'm really, really pumped to check this out. There's a full bar you can order during the show. definitely did not see that show coming, and I mean that in the best possible way. Very entertaining. If you're looking for a simple local breakfast, Hayday Coffee in the Orange Loop is definitely your destination. They've got a lot of character and a lot of local spirit.
I'm Evan Sanchez, the owner of Hayday Coffee here in Atlantic City. It was the first independent coffee shop that we opened 5 years ago. There was not one coffee shop independently owned in the city of Atlantic City at the time. A place to come that's cool, casual, you can walk around, enjoy a great cup of coffee, breakfast sandwich, go to Cardinal, enjoy a great meal, vibes outside, music, all that good stuff. I think over the last 5 to 10 years, there's been an understanding that the future of Atlantic City is going to be built with a lot of small businesses working collaboratively. Our goal with Hayday is to sort of be that place where you come in, no matter how you're feeling, you're welcomed, you're greeted. We offer great coffee, espresso beverages, breakfast sandwiches, all that. But our goal was to be a hub of community, a place that people came, you ran into artists, you ran into business people, you ran into your neighbors, give you that push for a good day ahead.
Thank you. I was feeling kind of feisty, so I got the French toast latte, espresso, maple syrup, and cinnamon. Oh, that's nice. I like how creative they're getting. I've never seen this before. All right. Ooh, look at that. A little egg and cheese croissant action. This place absolutely jam-packed right now. Getting those like local neighborhood vibes. This is a great breakfast sandwich. And this is some amazing coffee. Probably some of the best coffee you're gonna find anywhere in Atlantic City. So for a great quick breakfast, this needs to be your stop. White House Subs is a type of place that hasn't changed since you were a kid. Open since 1946, an institution in Atlantic City for their huge subs. This sandwich can get its own room at the Borgata. It's gigantic. I'm eating this in the car, last stop. Look at the size of this for $20. This could probably feed 3 people. Classic Italian. This is half, folks. This is half. We have every deli meat it seems imaginable with tons of oil, salt, pepper. A good start to the drive home. It's somehow the perfect ratio of meat to lettuce, tomato, the onions. This is the ultimate sub. And there's a reason that so many celebrities, from Frank Sinatra to Dean Martin and many others, are lining the walls in there because this thing's famous. And it deserves all that fame. Salami and the ham, just the right notes. I may finish this after all. This project was paid in part by a grant from the New Jersey State Tourism Office. If you enjoyed this tour of Atlantic City, then check out this video about first-timers in New York. There's some invaluable tips here. Watch this next.